what we're doing here, we are making a rat rod couch, custom my friend Pete style couch. I really take pride in making car furniture, and I think I do a pretty good fucking job doing it. So what we're doing here, this is actually a 1955 Buick Super. This was the big car, this was the big boy, biggest Buick they made. It was a Super, but we have had this couch laying around out in the back, and if you've watched a lot of my videos, you've seen it sitting back there. But this thing has a lot of heavy surface rust, and it wouldn't really be worth it to make this into a brand new, authentic style piece of furniture that would look like a brand new car. So what we're going to do is we're making it into a rusted rat rod. As you can see right here, I think the patina look is really going to look awesome, and it's going to be great. We're even going to keep the broken tail light in there just like that. And yes, the tail lights and the reverse lights will work when you turn it on, but look at the detail of the magnitude that we got of rot on our car. The pot metal is just rotted out, and instead of throwing this thing in the trash and scrapping it, this is what my friend Pete does with these old cars. This is a situation that says, you know, the car's not worth restoring because of this action right here, but let's go ahead and preserve it and make something out of it where it will last many years for people to enjoy and to look at. So the first thing I actually did is I went ahead and gutted the whole thing out, and I actually, you can see down on the floor there, I cut that all squared up and even, so the back of it will be nice and flush mounted. And this is the front of the couch, which is the back end of the car, and then that there is where it actually meets up with the fender wells. You can see there's the fender wells right there, the tires start, and then that would actually, if it was laying back this way, that would be where the back window is. So it's going to be a pretty awesome situation. Here's the old floor. We went ahead and took this floor out of the car. Sometimes I leave them in, sometimes I take them out. Somebody way back when made a personal trailer hitch here, and I had to cut that off the frame. That was welded to the frame, and that was probably to haul their boat around or possibly their camper. And you can see right there where I took my cutting torch and I cut it off. Now this particular piece of furniture that I'm making is kind of a famous piece of furniture because this was actually in the TV show that I did. It was in the TV show called Tough Love Garage, which really wasn't that bad, but it really wasn't that good either because it was reality TV. And I personally don't like reality TV because I think it's all fake and made up, which Tough Love Garage, there was a lot of real stuff in it, but the storylines were fake, and I felt very uncomfortable making the TV show, and it was just kind of a hoaxy-pokesy thing. I would actually rather just stick with my YouTube videos and be real about it instead of fake and unrealistic, you might say. But the couch that I'm building now, it was used in that TV show. There was 3 one-hour episodes. You can watch those on YouTube. Just put in Tough Love Garage, SWRNC, and they'll come up on a couple different channels. But that was the confessional couch that we jerry-rigged together. And then anybody that watches reality TV knows what a confessional is when the people are sitting down and they're talking to the camera and kind of giving play-by-play situations. Well, the couch that I'm building, that was actually used in that scenario as a prop where we would sit on it and then do our talking. So you can look at that TV show and you can see it. So it's been sitting out in the back for quite a long time, and I decided to go ahead and pull it in and go ahead and finish it out because Buicks are kind of my favorite cars. As far as American cars go, I like the old classic Buicks, and I think they're pretty unique. And I used to have a bunch of Buicks, but over the years, they kind of faded away and disappeared. And this was the last one that I kept to make a couch out of. But I'm going to go ahead and put this up for sale. Hopefully it'll sell. And the reason I'm putting this up for sale is because I got to get my shit together and get the fuck out of Dallas, Texas. I don't know if everybody out there that watches my videos really understands the magnitude of what's really going on over here at SWRNC. Federal Express bought 91 acres behind my shop, and they are now finishing up on building their complex, you might say. When I say complex, I'm talking humongous. We're talking almost 91 acres of concrete. So you can imagine how much fucking concrete there is along with the buildings themselves out there. And then they also bought some property up the road up here. And what they're doing up there, they're building this giant, massive fucking warehouse. And they're literally basically going to force my friend Pete out of here by raising taxes. I made a video on that, and I was calling it eminent domain, and I used that phrase in the wrong structure. It's not really going to be eminent domain where they're going to take my property and buy me out, that type of shit. But what they are going to do is force me out by raising the taxes. And let me tell you something, I'm already paying $5,500 a year in property tax here, and can't afford it any longer. If they went up $500, I'd be fucked. It's just fucking ridiculous that the taxes are that much money, but you got to pay it, and I'm afraid that the taxes are really going to go sky high now that FedEx is moving in. Mr. Corporate, big box fucking America. So what I'm doing here is I am going to start building my car furniture, and I am going to put it up for sale. Now, the reason I'm selling it because I would prefer just to keep all of my back rear ends that I got, just so when I walk out, I can look at them. Because these cars bring back my childhood memories, and that's why I got all those rear ends in the back ends of those cars, is so when I walk out there, I can look at them and see them. I really didn't have any intention to make any car furniture whatsoever with them. Just to have them to look at is really all I wanted. I have some very rare ones back there. I got I believe it's a 1961 Chrysler Imperial, 62, 61, and it's got the big giant fins. And that was actually the last year of the giant fin was the Chrysler Imperial. It was almost as big as the 59 Cadillac, but it was more unique and more deco art, and very, very rare. I'll probably never have another one again. But that's a very rare option to even own one of those. And to me, owning one of these old cars, this is my budget, see? This is the way that I would rather own an old car instead of actually having the whole car where you got to keep up with the batteries, you got to make sure that it's got good gas in it. You got to make sure the carburetors are running and all the other maintenance that goes along with it, including insurance. And just to have the old classic car in your garage to say, hey, look what I got. I think that having a piece of memorabilia such as this old couch right here, and even being in this state of representation is an icon in itself to look at it and say, I remember when. The reason I'm selling this furniture and I'm starting to build it is because I have got to do something to get the fuck out of here. Now, I have already bought the property out in Moab, Utah. I got 1 beautiful acre. It's not a lot of land, but 1 acre to me is a lot, especially in Moab, Utah. It's very, very expensive to buy property out there, and I think I got pretty lucky by buying the 1 acre that I got. But I don't have any money to actually move out there. So instead of begging people for money, which I might have to get to that point, I don't know. We're not really doing that right now because I'm not that type of guy. You understand what I'm saying? I do not like to ask for anything from anybody. I am the type of person that would rather work for something to get something, if that makes any sense. I'm thinking about opening a GoFundMe program. There's a lot of people out there that says go for it, and there's a lot of people out there that will probably be a bunch of haters and think that I'm trying to get free money, which I'm not. Because the money that I generate from selling this furniture and also opening GoFundMe program will eventually go to opening D.I.Y. Auto School, Pete's D.I.Y. Auto School, which is going to give you, the viewer, the opportunity to come to my shop for a nominal fee, stay on the property with my friend Pete for a 5 to 7 day work experience where I can take you from step 1 to step 75, from A to Z, show you everything that you need to know to do the job right, to make it right, and to have a good fucking situation where you will feel comfortable to go home and start painting your own cars, doing body work, metal fabrication such as this. We're going to do metal art. We're going to do rust repair. We're going to do block sanding. We're going to go through the steps of Bondo and you know, just everything and anything that is pertained to SWRC Southwest Rod Custom is going to be taught. And you also get to hang out with my friend Pete and go mountain biking in the beautiful town of Moab, Utah, and go mountain hiking. There's my phone. Hang on 1 second. Southwest. Okay, that was my lovely wife, Minnie. We were supposed to have hamburgers to eat tonight, but she decided she wants to make spaghetti, which I didn't really want spaghetti, but fuck it, right? Who cares? So anyway, back to what I was saying. I want to build a DIY auto school to not just wait a fucking minute here. Hello! Some people are really fucking rude. You know, I was over here talking and he had to come drag racing up the fucking hill with his straight pipes on his fucking rock hauler fucking truck. That's another reason I want to get out of here. It's so much fucking chaos. It's ridiculous. But anyway, back to what I was saying. DIY Auto School, Pete's DIY Auto School. I want to make a dream a reality. I want to have a school, and not just a school, but besides having my shop there, I want to be able to build some, what can we say, some cabins, okay? Some small 1-bedroom cabins where you, the student, will have a place to stay. all right? So you're gonna be living on the property where the shop is, in your own little cabin. There's gonna be a kitchenette in there, and a shower and a shitter, and you know, everything that it takes to do it. We're gonna build some couple bunkhouses, so that way the people that are visiting my friend Pete and hanging out and watching, listening, and learning, and actually getting involved, it'll be a one package fucking deal, all right? And to make this happen is gonna cost money. Everything costs money. I went to the bank and I tried to get a small business loan, and they wouldn't give me a loan. They would not give me a loan not because of my business, not because I didn't make enough money, but because I have a charge-off on my credit report. Now, the charge-off that I have is generated from Minnie the Body Shop girl when she got in her accident several years back, approximately 4.5 years, when she fell off a 40-foot cliff. The car that she owned at the time was in both of our names, and the car got repossessed because I needed $28,000, and I believe that Minnie's life was more important than the car at the time, because you know, a human being's life is a lot more important than a fucking vehicle. And what happened is the bank had put a charge off on my credit report and pretty much fucked me for the next, I'm gonna have it on there for another 3 years. So yeah, that kind of fucked me around, and I was very, very depressed, and I still am about it, because I was really excited to get the fuck out of Dallas, Texas, go to Moab, Utah, and start a whole new fucking life. Because let me tell you something, I'm not getting any fucking younger, all right? Nobody's getting younger, and you know, I just want to go back home where I'm from. I'm from that area. That's where I was born and raised. And I was only supposed to be in Dallas, Texas for 9 months when I came here. And I have now been here going on 30 fucking years. So, actually longer than that, 34 years. Well, yeah, whatever, since 1982. But that's why I'm making this furniture, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna get a lot of support from this, all right? And if and when I do a GoFundMe program or open one, we're gonna have a lot of incentive bonuses on that program. But I don't want to talk about that right now, because what I want to talk to you about is the support that I get from all my viewers and all the newcomers and all of the old timers that have been watching my videos from the beginning. We got a lot of people out there that have been watching my videos and have been supporters. And when I say supporters, viewers, okay, subscribers, since the beginning, since the very first videos. One name in general that really pops to my mind is Zig Gassed Up, all right? Ziggy out in Australia, and anybody that knows this guy is one of the most supportive YouTube viewer guys on the internet. He doesn't just watch the videos, he literally comments on every fucking video that he watches. And I think that people that do that, and you know, there's hundreds of other ones out there. There's hundreds of other you guys out there. But you know, I wanted to say something about Ziggy, is that he's all the way out in Australia, and he supports people from all over the world to watch their channels, and he subscribes to them, and he leaves comments on everything. So, you know, it's people like him that have kept me going on making these videos, because when I make videos, it takes a long fucking time to make a video, and anybody out there that's a YouTuber and makes videos knows how long it takes to actually make a quality video that is entertaining, that is informative, and that is helpful to you, all right? It takes a lot of hours of sitting in front of a computer and editing, and it also takes a long time for filming. We've been here right now for 20 minutes, 45 seconds, and you can see that's 20 minutes that I could have had these legs cut, and I could have been doing something else, and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, respect the YouTuber that's making the quality video for you, and in turn, be the YouTuber guy like me, and respect the viewers that watch your videos. hopefully I'm gonna make my car furniture and I'll be able to sell that to put toward Moab, Utah and get the fuck out of here. But this is a life-changing situation for me and Minnie, and it's something that says if we don't make a move, we're gonna have to go out of business. There's no way that I can stay in business. If I tried to look for another shop in Dallas, Texas, I wouldn't even be able to afford it. I've been in the same location now for going on 23 years. Yeah, another fucking truck with straight exhaust on it. But yeah, I've been here in this location for going on 23 or 24 fucking years, been in business for 33, 34 years. And if I can't make a move and do what I gotta do, now there's a fucking airplane over me. Motherfucker, do you see the situation? Besides getting out of here, the chaos and the fucking mind-boggling shit that goes on every fucking day. I got jet airplanes flying on top of me. I got fucking power lines running every which way you can think of. I got fucking cars and trucks running up and down the fucking road constantly, almost 24 hours a day now in front of my shop. And it's time to fucking move on. Now that Federal Express is behind me, I'm getting trapped. I don't know if people out there know what I mean by trapped. You feel like you're getting closed in and you're suffocating and you can't breathe anymore. All right, it's time to move on, get down the road. So, you know, that's why I'm making this furniture, and I'm hoping that it'll pay off to help me, my friend Pete, get the fuck out of here and down the road. I'm also doing a lot of metal art. I'm doing a lot of metal artwork. And when I say metal art, I'm talking about my sheet metal artwork. Now, here's a item that I made. I actually made two of these. This one's 3 feet tall, and then I made another one that's a 5-footer. But yeah, these are Texas Longhorns. Now, these ones are already gone. They're already down the road. But I will have more on request, and I'm gonna actually make a couple more. And then we got this metal art here that I'm starting to stockpile on. This is actually a 33 high boy, and it's got flames on it, and the flying eyeball, and the aces, the 3 aces on it, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I got 2 of those. I got a 259 Cadillacs behind that, and I'm gonna be making a lot more as I can in my spare time. Because the real situation is, if you want to do something, you've got to work your ass off to get her done. You can't rely on other people to do stuff for you. And that's how I've always been, and that's what I try to teach you, the fucking viewer, that I can open a GoFundMe program. I could do that and you know, probably get some good donations, but I have got to do this for myself because that's the type of person I am. And if you're gonna be the type of person that's just gonna sit back and let everybody do everything for you, you're not a fucking person at all. So I am going to do what I can do, and what I'm asking you, the viewer, is to get the word out, support SWRC, DIY Auto School, and you know, let's get this thing going. Let's get DIY Auto School Moab, Utah opened up. Let's get the program in gear where you, the viewer guy, can come to my automotive school, learn all this shit in person, and of course, make videos, be on YouTube as we're making the videos, this, that, and the other, and you know, make it not just a dream, but a reality. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. Listening to the trucks go by, watching the fucking airplanes in the sky, and working late hours trying to make dreams become reality. We'll see you later. Take it easy. My friend Pete, your friend Pete, over here at DIY Auto School. Doing what you gotta do, getting her done, doing it right, because if we're not doing it right, we aren't fucking doing it at all. And if you ain't doing it for yourself, go fuck off, because if you got to do shit for yourself, for anybody else to help you out. Because if you ain't doing it for yourself, you definitely ain't doing it for anybody else. We'll see you later.